Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Welcome on back, everybody, to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we found a new lead on who killed Manny Cochin over on the Babalian side of the embassy. And evidence points towards... spoiler, shih-na for some reason? Gee, why is she so sus, though? She looking kind of sus. I saw her vent. We literally saw... We didn't see her vent, but we have evidence. Evidence that she escaped into the fireplace using the same type of mechanism that was in the other side of the embassy, the Alabastian side. So I think we're confronting her about it today, and we are getting close. We are getting close to the end of this episode, the end of this game, and it has been a ride. March 14th, 11:33 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Agent Lang, again with the sunglasses. Don't you ever get tired of putting those on? Well, actually, I'm like that guy from Deus Ex. They're part of me now. If I tried to remove them, I would just leave like a gaping hole in the top of my scalp. Yeah, that's what these are coming in from. You see these hooks on the top? They're just leaving holes in the top. That's why my hair is like this. I actually have a bald spot there. It makes it very awkward to wear a hat, you know. Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I never asked for this. Right then. Agent Lang. Langsy says, little cubs never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves. Well, have they tried learning? These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. It's like Otacon from Metal Gear Solid 2. He's just reciting quotes, not actually thinking if they're appropriate for the situation. Even a bird on high dies a peasant's death. Something about a bird eating fermented fruit? I guess. I actually was watching Brad play Metal Gear Solid 2 last morning. He's trying to speedrun it, and that's an interesting game to speedrun. I might just have to play it on stream someday. What does that mean? It means you'll never really know how angry I can get. Because when I get angry, you know talk me. Mr. Prosecutor, the counterfeit bills made with Babalese ink, they were all of Zhang Fa's denominations. Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. Doesn't matter now, they've all been burnt in the fire. Now the question is, was that fire made to make a distraction? Or to get rid of the evidence? Or maybe both? But we don't know where the play money has gone. Oh, they don't know yet. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. How about you invest in counterfeit detection methods? I'm assuming they were printed with what? The Babalese printers? There's no little piece of trivia for you guys. Printers actually print watermarks onto whatever they print. Like, if you have like a microscope or even a magnifying glass, sometimes you can make out very, very little faint markings. And these are hardwired into the printers. You can't just like overwrite them that easily. So there should be some evidence of where they came from, and definitely not from actual printers. Or maybe they thought about that. I'm gonna assume they thought about that. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy is taking a big hit. Maybe the reason they took a big hit is because their country's money doesn't have any of those security features. Zhang Fa is in financial chaos as we speak. Yeah, yours and every other country, dude. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I've staked the honor of the House of Lang on this, and have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. You can't just print money. Yes, you can. The actual government does it. The issue is when not the government does it. Well, it's also an issue when the government does it. Also, to Cupcakes, welcome on in. How you doing? How's everybody doing? I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Zhang Fa. And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer. Just because the smuggler's dead doesn't mean you still can't investigate. Agent Lang, Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. He says Mr. Prosecutor after that, right after he says it's not my fault. Not anyone's fault. I still think he blames me. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight.
Oh, no. It is I who should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Yeah, 'cause you fool! 'Cause you're empty brain!
Are you alright, Mr. Alba? You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. Like, actually, I think you're gonna give yourself whiplash. Your neck's just gonna snap off like a twig. 0 IQ. Ugh. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Shih-na, let's go. Wait. I need to ask her a couple of questions, Lang. Time to return to our den. Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but to go home as well. Wait, we have new evidence. We got little Mr. Thief. Hold it. Oh, hold it. You, Wolfman and the secretary lady. Hold it. Objection, pal. Close enough, Gumshoe. Hey, he's what sound did I make? I hurt my own ears. Close. He's learning from Edgeworth. He's learning from the best. Gummy! Also, a little bit of trivia. Printers are actually, this, I think, is in software, but, so there's probably a way to circumvent it. But they're actually not allowed to print money either. If, like, a printer scanner detects that you're trying to scan money and reprint it, it will refuse to. Like, that's apparently required by law. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that people try, but, you know, there's all kinds out there. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already?
Yup, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir.
Just as I thought. Good work, Detective. Edgeworth, giving Gumshoe praise. It's all he ever wanted. On the inside, he's crying. He's crying, dude. Note updated. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how long do you intend to hold us up for? Sorry to have made you wait. Sorry to keep you waiting. Keep you waiting, huh? But I believe that now, everyone is finally here. That's a double snake reference in one. Snakes and smash. Agent Shih-na, I'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. Yes? How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu? When you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, what are you doing asking her about something she didn't see? I'm saying, Yatagarasu, where are you? I think you know what to do now. Stop your lying to me, 'cause I can see right through your transparent lies. Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babao investigation at all, so I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first. Maya says first, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. Tut-tut. Like an anime detective, I'll explain it all in due time, but let me think for 5 minutes silently first. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh? It sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well. I'll supervise you until the end. Oh. She's seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day? You signed up for this, Edgy. It's what you get. You should be used to it. You've lived with her for most of your life. You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you? Ah, no. Who do you think I am? Phoenix Wright? I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. I mean, some of it's made of paper, but I assure you it's very strong paper. Gumshoe would probably also like a raise. It's a raise in his spirits. That's good enough for him. Raise and praise. Pick one or the other. Honestly, the police department can only give one or the other. Ha! I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out. To the very end. You don't have to. You can just believe me for once, maybe. It would appear that way. Don't you dare. Well, I'll prove her innocence. So let's see what you got, Prosecutor Edgeworth. With pleasure. When you think about it, I'm doing the same thing that shih-na did to me and Kay, accusing his partner just because the evidence happens to point. You know what? I had better evidence, and also shih-na's probably lying. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. He took out the glasses. He's serious. He's bleeding from his scalp. Uh-oh. Lang, you might want to put that back on. You're trailing blood all over the carpet. Good thing it's already red. Oh, it's also getting on my jacket. Good thing it's already red. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kane's testimony? You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw? Yeah, Ansem, Xehanort, anybody from Organization 13, actually. That's right, that person is one of the keys to solving this case. The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu! You know we've got a mystery to solve, so Yatagarasu, be ready for your act! Don't hold back! Pretended? And what do you mean by that? We sure Edgeworth isn't thinking about chickens? I don't know, you guys tell me. There isn't much going on in his head, he said so himself. I'll get to that in a second, but first, I want to review what this person Kay saw did. Kay, if you could please explain what the person you were chasing did for us? Okay, you got it! Is she gonna give testimony now?
I first spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the Babylon side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious.
I thought it was rather suspicious. That does not sound like how a 17-year-old would talk.
I thought it was pretty sus, so I immediately gave chase.
For the sake of argument, let's call this suspicious person the Yatagarasu. I don't know, that's a lot of syllables, man. Can we just call them the Yataga? I don't know, that might mean something bad. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yataga up to the 3rd floor. See, you're saying it. I'm just trying to oblige.
Can do!
Shubada-ba-ba-ba-dee-da-do. Capcom has just the best music. Whatever genre game it is. Whatever genre game. It's hard to think of any Capcom game that has bad music. Like, I have one example. I have one very obvious example. But here's the louder one. Well, that's a rare occurrence.
I chased the Yatagarasu up all the way to the 3rd floor of the Babylon's embassy.
3rd floor, that's where ManokAdobo's office is. Right, well, we knew that already. I'm just trying to get the facts straight.
It was a pretty straight chase down the hallway, until the sudden turn. The Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into Mr. Kochin's office, past the first door. I gave chase and ran into the room.
What was that music? That was the basement theme from Resident Evil 1 on the PlayStation 1, specifically the DualShock edition. That has different music from the original Resident Evil 1 for some reason. It was composed by a supposedly famous Japanese musician who actually later turned out to be a fraud. Apparently he was going deaf and he had somebody else write his music, and it was very complicated, and we ended up with that. It will go down in history. Clown farting music. Clown farting music. If I ever do play Resident Evil 1 original, I might play that version on purpose.
But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then...
Oh.
Ah!
Who's there?
By the time I had turned on the lights, the Yatagarasu had disappeared.
When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang? Why do you suppose? We're asking him. This is what Edgeworth does. He asks them knowing full well that they can't answer.
just so that he can look smart by giving the actual answer. Like, you notice that even in Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean, why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious?
Then again, it's not hard to look smart compared to the judge.
The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of...
Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door.
Oh? And how do you know that with such certainty?
That's easy. If the Yatagarasu had left through that door, they would have run right into this person. Now this is gonna be a little bit weird. Take that! Because we're about to purport that it is that person. But it'll make sense.
Your answer is shih-na?
Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu had used the door. Supposedly she was right behind Kei. When Kei screamed upon discovering Mr. Kochin's body... Look at these 3 letters, they spell the word sky. The Yatagarasu would have run right into Agent shih-na, who was in the next room over. Agent shih-na, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? Oh, okay, that's actually a little bit clever. Even though Miles already has a suspicion that shih-na was the killer, he's getting her to solidify the facts, or at least her story, so that he can tear it down later. If the story is that she was right behind Kei, then it eliminates this possibility.
No, I didn't see anyone.
You see? Therefore, well, she didn't see. The Yatagarasu could not have...
It just means that the creep slipped out before shih-na made it out into the hallway.
No. I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway. A certain detective.
It was Sky!
Lana Sky? Ema Sky. It was both of them. They are in this game. Dang! Still soft spoken. What's up? How you doing? Welcome on in. We just started. We're solving a murder mystery. We're trying to point the finger at the real killer. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time? We got witnesses. I saw you on cams. I was in the admin. Admin security.
Me, sir? Well, when I heard Kei scream...
Now it just says... Skeg.
I ran towards Mr. Kochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent shih-na, sir.
So no matter what direction the supposed Yatagarasu went, too bad, we've covered both sides. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them?
Yeah, Gumshoe blinked really hard. Yeah, well, I've been known to blink really hard. I've been known to close my eyes and pass out for a couple of seconds. You never knew I actually have narcolepsy.
Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route. I lied. I'm not lying.
No!
Whoa, Wolfie growling.
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth! You nailed him with just an explanation of what happened!
You nailed him? Kay, what's your language? Yes, I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. Not yet, Snake. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route that the Yatagarasu could have taken. And this time he was there for that one.
I get it. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right?
Eh? Tsuki ni omae wa.
Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out.
Toyu!
Nani?
I mean, it only makes sense. Yeah, hope y'all are doing well. I've been doing good. I've been, having a lot of work lately. I think I'm allowed to say this. We've been switching teams around at work. No layoffs, that's good. Just, I have to get used to working with, different people than usual. Especially now that I'm working remote, that's gonna be hard. But I trust that we can all get along. I've worked with them before, just not on this team. Precisely. It's like if all of a sudden Edgeworth had to work with Detective Bad, and he's not used to a detective that doesn't like, He's used to a detective who he can threaten with a salary cut and just can boss around to do whatever he wants. Detective Bad, I don't know about that.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out with our revolving fireplace wall explanation, right?
Wait, I was trying to hold on to that information, Gumshoe. No, not quite yet. Don't talk so loud. Huh? But why? I thought this would be the perfect time. The revolving wall on the bubbly side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end. Trying to catch somebody revealing information they shouldn't know? That's how you know someone's the imposter. That's how you find out someone's sus.
What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics?
How does Gumshoe sound like when he's whispering?
All right, Edgeworth. I'm talking real quiet so I don't leak out any information like I always do. I'm sorry, I apologize for doing that in the past 3 games. Just, it's second nature to me. I'm a detective. I'm trying to find the truth.
Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off.
That smug, haughty attitude of yours. You really rub me the wrong way, you know that? I don't like you. Your smug aura mocks me. Well, no matter. I figured it out already. Anyway. The only other possible escape route, besides the door, is the room's lone window.
You know, I considered that, but I don't think that's what the game wants.
And since an eerie picture of said escape route exists... Are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Itagarasu's escape?
Oh, close but no cigar, Lang. Wow, how did he know about the picture Detective Bad gave me? I guess it had to do with Lang's investigation. He came to a conclusion based on the evidence, he just didn't have all the pieces. I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible. And the Kingdom Hearts is light.
Now that I realize you may not know this, but... humans can't fly.
Tell that to Max Galactica. Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. Bloody common sense. And people don't think Edgeworth has a transatlantic accent. Besides, I never said I thought that photo would be the Itagarasu's escape route. Just putting words in my mouth.
I'll put something in your mouth, all right.
Be careful with your words, Lang. The fans might go wild.
I suppose not. All right, then. Explain yourself. Expose yourself. Wait.
The shadow in this photo is not the Itagarasu that Kay was chasing after. Oh, I'm gonna have to come up with an explanation for this now? Wait, it's not relevant.
You can say that whatever you like, in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence.
Well, I know you're pretty good at English. Very well, then. I present to you proof that this person Kay saw is not the same as the one in this photo. What? Excuse me? Dun 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 dun. Because it happened at a different time. There were 2 fires. Sorry, but doesn't match up.
Take that!
Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the Itagarasu Kay saw. Kay spotted the Itagarasu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire. Yeah! Way to go! That's twice you bit him in the butt now! Again, fans might go wild. Look, Kay, if you've ever been on the internet, people can get very, very thirsty. Why don't they drink water? It's not what I mean. Oh. I'll explain it when you're older. In fact, actually, maybe I shouldn't. Your mind is too pure for that.
We're not done yet. You still have to explain what the shadow is.
But Larry Buds, yes.
And how the Itagarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet. For once, the game actually admits that I don't know something.
As I thought.
Not relevant, man. Don't start thinking that you have a leg on me just because. Oh, a leg on me.
However, the Yatagarasu's escape route, now that I can answer. You can? Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Hold it!
Even if I explain it, you're trying to find some flaw with what I have to say. Isn't that the point of an argument? You were busy heading up the Alabashan investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the Babalese side of the case. It's a fun word to say. Babalese. Babalese. So wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Shih-na, explained in my stead? Haha, haha. I see the Kikaku. I see the plan formulating. Trying to drag her out. She can't escape, dude.
Shih-na is my subordinate.
Oh yeah, well I'm Francisca's subordinate, so I'd say we're on fair terms.
If I don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? Big boss.
Well, that's the point, see, you don't. Because she's guilty as heck.
Lang, it's all right. I can take care of him.
Shih-na?
You've shielded me a lot as you're my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth.
All right. If you're okay with it, then you have my support.
Finally, it's just down to myself and Agent Shih-na. This is where the battle really begins. Heads up, I think this is like the only thing in this chapter. This argument right here. It might be a short string today, I can't tell. Just to make sure it takes up the stream, I'm gonna read all the dialogue I can. There might be something fun.
Now then, what is it you'd like to ask?
Let's see.
Did you kill him?
Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babalese embassy? The movement of a knife into ManokAdobo's chest! Shih-na's movements. Imagine if Edgeworth went through all the trouble of setting up this one argument with her just to accuse her straight out.
During the first Babalese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. Ali Babalese. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over.
You know, if you came from that side, why wouldn't you go to ManokAdobo's office first?
Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatagarasu even exists.
I know what I saw. I actually didn't see anything. Kay knows what she saw.
And that is all I have to say. What? I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Cochin's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good.
What are you planning? What's with that smirk? Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation?
No, I moved alone.
In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct? It feels like everyone's just trying to get one step ahead of the other person and we're just stepping on each other's toes.
Oof, ah! The waltz of danger. Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic!
I don't know, that looking kind of sus. I get blamed for that so many times in Among Us, you don't even know. I'm suspicious because I was alone. I was suspicious because I was with somebody. I was suspicious because I was doing tasks. I don't know. That's the thing about that game. You can be suspicious for no real reason, which is actually why it's also so beautiful. You can just make up anything on the spot.
Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic.
It wasn't when Agent Shih-na tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale. Hypocrisy.
And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon's owner?
It's like we're attacking his very person. How did Lang ever become an Interpol investigator? Like, he's not very good at it. Not that it's unexpected for that useless lump to get into such a situation.
Also, I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected. She has it out for Larry, dude. Can't blame her.
I will make no excuse for what I did in that situation. Then you should apologize right now for making Kay up to be the killer, pal. I'm sorry. Shih-na, apologize.
She's not gonna, dude. She's not gonna. Oh. I'm sorry.
It's really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, if we can't prove it's shih-na, it might fall back to you, Kay. Well, I never doubted you. Not for 1 second. Gotta love when Edgeworth throws Lang's own logic back at him. Gotta love when Edgeworth throws anybody's logic back at him. Like, again, we're seeing this happen, but it parallels anytime Edgeworth and Phoenix duke it out. Anytime Phoenix finds a little break in Edgeworth's logic, and Edgeworth can immediately throw it back at him. They have a good dynamic, I gotta say.
And the same goes for me. I believe in Shih-na.
One of us has gotta be wrong. Then let's put that to the test, and see if she's really worthy of your trust.
This promises to be interesting.
Stepping on each other's toes, this ain't ballet. It kind of is. Courtroom arguments, they're metaphors for dance. You know, when I think about it, Agent Lang is probably only in his position just because he's so dang charismatic. It just goes to show. You gotta know the right people. You gotta act the right way. Phoenix and Edgeworth are basically Batman and Nightwing. Which one is Batman? Edgeworth is more known for No. Actually, Phoenix is more known for investigating, just in his own game. I believe it.
During the first Babbly's fire, I assisted in putting out the fire.
Hold it!
Was it like that episode of Pokemon where Pikachu walked up to a flower holding a watering can and he went...
So you helped with the fire extinguishing effort?
I was in charge of the police on the Babbly's side, so I helped them with their work.
Police doing the job of firemen. You really know how to work people.
You said Nightwing so that they're both in equal terms. Okay, so it could be either or. Hey, that's how you know it's a good dynamic. They can switch sides at any given time.
She sure does. That's because she's one awesome woman who knows how to manage.
Lang, don't try to butter her up. She's a bit too bitter for that.
Maybe a little bit burnt, too.
I guess so. She's always bringing you a business card or a scroll at just the right time. To prepare everything before I'm ordered to. That is the definition of a secretary.
Julie, do the thing! She kinda seems more capable than Agent Lang, doesn't she?
More than you, at least, Gumshoe. At the very least, she's certainly more capable than you, Detective. How many times am I able to just, like, predict what the game is gonna bust out with? Does it say that the game is predictable, or does it say I'm predictable? The answer is yes, for both. Agent Lang's a simp. Uh-oh, I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but hey, maybe. We don't know their personal life.
Oh, I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
I did too, Gumshoe.
Shih-na's more than just a capable secretary, you know. Shih-na, tell them what other things you're good at. Oh, keep it PG-13 though.
All right. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babao.
That appeared in Babao. Wait. Which one? The one in the photo? By the second fire, you mean the one that consumed the third floor of Babao, correct?
Yes, that was when the suspicious person was spotted in Babao. Then you were after the same person in the long coat that I was after!
Well, she's gonna have to come up with some explanation to who she was supposedly looking for.
There's no proof that the suspicious person was really the Yatagarasu, because no one was able to get a good look at the person's face.
By the way, how was your team's investigation?
In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the third floor via the windows.
I'm assuming out of the Alabastion pool.
So the majority of the investigators conducted their searches on other floors.
Pool, I mean fountain. I'm thinking of it as a pool because Larry was in it, dude. Nah, I have more faith in Lang. He just believes in his subordinates. A lot. In a way, a parallel to us. You know, I can't blame him. Can't blame him. Origination, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Welcome on in. Dude, I'm so sad I missed Luigi's Mansion 3. I usually pop in after work, but I was working a little overtime today. How far did you get? What was the last? I think you were on the movie studio floor. Did you do any more than that? Shadowy Jack, what's up? Origination, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hector, thanks for shouting out. Origination. Dude, Luigi's Mansion 3, excellent game. Can't wait for you to get to the later parts of that, because it gets crazy. Glorious stream, gracious raiders. That's fun. Well, congratulations. Hope you had a fun. Hope you just had a fun time overall, whether it's the game or the people. Best part of streaming, you know, when both give you a good time. I missed Super Kitty time. What? Kitty? What? I don't remember that. But yeah, welcome on in. Hope you're well. If you guys don't know, Origination plays a lot of variety of games. He found me playing Paper Mario, so a lot of Nintendo games, Luigi's Mansion as well. Go check them out. If you guys don't know me, I play a lot of Nintendo games and RPGs, games where I can show off my voice acting skills. So, if you don't mind, we're playing Ace Attorney, a game about investigating murders. And I think we've got the killer on the ropes. We just gotta prove it. Real cat. Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember a cat in the game. Actually, I do remember a cat in that game, but I'm not gonna spoil it if you don't know already. But also your real cat. Well, that's fun. Alright, okay. Well, hope you guys get comfy. Welcome on in. This is not Edgeworth. This is Gumshoe, but Edgeworth is thinking right now. Prosecutor, detective, they got a good dynamic. Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the 3rd floor. Egg. Benny Melon, what's up?
When the fire was pretty much out, I moved to investigate the 3rd floor.
And you did that alone? What if the killer was actually out there, though? Could you have been able to defend yourself by yourself? Like, I don't doubt that she probably has, like, 5 knives on her at any given time. Look at her slasher smile. But you know, it's better to travel in pairs. Don't cheat the buddy system, you know? Yeah. Am I East Coast or West Coast? I'm on West Coast. I'm on West Coast. I believe Origination also is. I'm in California, so that lets me stream later than most people. At the same time, people go to sleep. They tend to during my stream. But, you know, that's how it is. So, she's sus. She's very sus. We saw her vent. We suspect that she vented. So, we're trying to get everyone to vote her out. I'm putting it in Among Us terms, because that's the hot new thing. She cute, though. I mean, kinda, yeah. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no.
While I was searching, I heard a scream coming over from the next room over.
So you were in the next room next to Mr. Cochin's office. Here's the diagram.
I already told you I was earlier. As I was examining the neighboring room, I heard that girl's shrill scream. It sounded like this. Upon hearing her, I immediately ran towards Mr. Cochin's office.
That's not how I sound like at all. It was more like, ha!
Oh, well, yeah. Sure, but I didn't want to strain my vocal cords.
Wherein you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall.
Yes, I did.
But she was totally innocent, pal. I thought we had already cleared that up.
You put on sunglasses? You put on sunglasses just to take them off. Yeah! Cue CSI Miami.
And I thought I had already apologized for my behavior.
Now, if the tenacious detective, Tenacious D,
would be so kind as to be quiet.
I have to agree. Right now is not the time to take issue with that. Although I do. Personally, in fact. But I try to keep a professional air.
What you do, Mr. Edgeworth?
But what I do take issue with is the fact that you didn't see the Yatagarasu, Agent shih-na. We're basically saying there is a suspicious person being chased around, and somehow she claims to have not seen them. The only way that's possible is if she is that person.
Humph, the prosecutors of this country are all so strange.
No, just me. Actually, you know what? You're right. What? How many prosecutors in Ace Attorney are not strange? I don't know, Winston Payne? Even him, he's got his weird faults. And I'm not talking about his lack of hair. Still soft-spoken. Be careful with that knife. You might accidentally murder.
Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse.
You were unable to catch even a glimpse, despite being in the next room. Despite the fact, is that true?
I really hate to repeat myself.
Then stop lying. Why the heck you lying? I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you are not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we? I see him. I see what he's doing.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you calling shih-na's testimony a lie?
Agent Lang, I'm talking with shih-na right now. Be quiet and let the adults speak. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments. Lang sounded like a A.E. Hachiroku.
You know, I kind of feel bad for him.
I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eyes from the truth.
Lang, I'm all right. And as for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me.
Why is that?
To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that girl's Yatagarasu even exists.
Why were you looking for him? Are you throwing Kei's words into doubt again?
Well, she does claim to be the Yatagarasu, right? And she did try to chase down the Yatagarasu despite being just an average citizen.
If I say. Actually, she came here with the goal of capturing the fake Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu, three-legged crow, famous in Japanese mythology for being a famous thief-type character.
That's right, which is why I would never lie about anything related to the Yatagarasu. And I suppose you have proof of that somewhere? Not quite, but even without any, I have people who believe in me, and that's enough! I see. What is this anime bullshit?
Whoa, shih-na!
I'm just saying it like it is.
Wait a minute. You get one. You get one. This is a PG-13 stream.
Okay. I won't say shit anymore.
shih-na! Kei's testimony is without flaw, but as for yours, it sounded kinda sus. Whoa!
No.
Well, let's just say I find your testimony to be a bit suspicious. Sense W, thanks for the follow. There seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony.
Oh? Then why don't you show her using what we found out with Little Thief?
I will, in due time. The escape route of the Yatagarasu that Kei was in pursuit in. If it turns out it really does lead to Agent shih-na, then what is it that she's keeping from us right now? No. Stop swearing. We got kids here. At least I think Kei's a kid, legally. Ba-ba-do. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-do. So what we gotta do is prove that she didn't see the Yatagarasu because the Yatagarasu was taking the alternate route. So which one of these statements is most pertinent to that, I wonder? Let's see. Fire, searching, unable to catch a glimpse. I think it's that one. Well, it's of course you couldn't. Yes, you wouldn't have been able to know. There was a revolving fireplace. Yes. I totally believe in you. Being in the room... Oh, but weren't you in that room? Being in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony. She knows I know. She knows I know. And now we know that she knows I know.
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all.
Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastion office fireplace?
Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects to the office with the room next door?
What about it?
Well, Alabast isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces.
What? Nani?
The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secret.
What? What?
The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape rope was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. I seriously nice whip. I seriously think that people from the Resident Evil team must have worked on this. Secret trapdoors, fireplaces, puzzles. It's gotta be. Posey Bear, what's up? You come into the guy wearing the fab jacket. Don't forget the lady with the feather boa. Oh, so stylish and so guilty. Hope you're doing well. You know it's getting good, the music. Just talking about how Capcom has good music. Okay, maybe not the Resident Evil composers, but at least the map designers. Now do you see? If the Yatagarasu had escaped into the room next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent shih-na. Stylish. Oh, you don't know what the half of it, Folsey. This game combines anime with logic. Can you believe it? Implying that anime doesn't have logic to begin with. It's pretty good. There's also an anime if you want to watch that, but the games are where it's at. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu. What is the meaning of these smiles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent shih-na? I simply never turned around. How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu? Or shall I? Speaking of anime, you got the anime hair over your eyes, meaning that you done messed up. You done messed up. Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't a lie. She was in that room. Committing murder. Well, having committed murder, the truth is, you were the one Kay saw in that coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent shih-na. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest, creating the exact situation where she was the only one with the body. All part of your plan. Too bad I found you out. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now, or forever hold your peace. Is she getting married? Yeah, her only partner.
Murder! How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal?
Ooh. Where have I heard that before?
shih-na?
Ladies and gentlemen, that laugh! The one, the only, Callisto, you! I remember this irritating laugh.
I'm getting chills down my spine.
I prepared my vocal cords for that. I made sure not to eat anything spicy today. I had to get that perfect.
It was you! You!
It can't be. But it has to be.
shih-na, what's wrong with you? It's kinda hot.
I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh.
Funny, you say?
Yes, that you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu.
You can even see it in her sprite positioning. Some people noticed in the previous streams. Yes, same mannerisms and everything.
The prosecutors of this country really are so very strange. Do you think that you can get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm getting weird feelings.
Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation.
Oh, we're not gonna just straight up out her out as being Callisto. Like, who else could it be?
The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route.
My neighbors, they're fine. If they haven't complained now, they won't complain. It's fine, it's okay. Look, if I can't go all out with the voice acting, what's even the point of streaming, dude? Glad you enjoyed it, though.
The tone of voice you're taking with me has now certainly changed.
That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose, and then we can have a real battle of wits.
For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor.
How did she get into Interpol without, like, I don't know, a background check? At the very least, confirming she's a real person?
Don't underestimate me. I'm not just some foolish broad, you know.
Oh, I know. I know all too well. And that is why I won't hold back anything either, as I answer your question.
My question?
Hector's off for the night. Good luck and sleepy times. Have a good sleep, Heck. Thanks for hanging out.
Here's your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Babal was used recently.
The fact that it didn't have the stain on the right side. It had it on the wrong side.
I guess I'll show the fireplace again?
Take that!
I wouldn't have thought that, but that's the...
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question?
Yes, according to Ambassador Palaeno's testimony.
For a second, I thought I got it wrong, but like the music stopped. There is one instance in Ace Attorney where that tripped me up, where the immediate sentence after getting something wrong is the same sentence for getting it right. So I kept save scumming to find the right item to present in my inventory without realizing I already did. Because I kept being like, all right, present this? No, it's wrong. Present that? No, it's wrong. Present that? No, it's wrong. Oh, justice for all, please.
Yes, according to Ambassador Palaeno's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin.
Oh?
The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room with Tommy Wiseau, the ashes weren't there.
Cool story, Mark.
Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up?
No. I got more proof for you. Edward really straining his muscles today.
Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Palaeno said that he forgot to...
Oh, why the heck you lying?
Seriously, Edward's gonna pull something. Windy, what's up? The title makes you sing along. Scooby Yatagarasu, where are you? That was my plan. I'm glad it worked out. We caught you in a lie now. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is quite simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well.
The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Cochin's office is my proof.
Just what is so funny?
Ash as proof? Are you sure you're not making an ash of yourself?
Hey, I thought you wouldn't swear anymore.
I'm just saying ash. Are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court? Ha! Get it? Ash? Flakes?
You still wish to fight us?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
In that case, let's hear your counter-argument.
My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court.
Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this. Here and now. Go!
I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all.
Ooh, 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 let's go. Shih-na's rebut butt. Maybe the last rebut butt of the game. Maybe not. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Wendy. Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not many more parts left. Now we're at an interesting point where if we finish this chapter early, I might start going into the next one just so it doesn't take so long next time. Because the last few parts of this case are gonna take a long time. We're gonna reach the climax. You know, just like in Bayonetta. Bayonetta! Ash Ketchum. No. He's not here. The world will turn to him. She creeps you out, but she sure is pretty. Pretty sus. Ha! Pretty familiar, too. Don't worry, Wendy. It already showed the point where, it already showed at that point. That point? Her laugh, dude.
In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Atagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation, and we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kochin's office. Maybe something suspicious out of his office. And there you have it, my counter-argument.
That's very impressive. No, it's not. She's seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. The cloak, we have a picture of it, but it's gone. If it was covered in soot, you would have been able to prove it.
Huh?
What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now. And you know, since you're bird themed and all, I thought you'd be peeping a lot.
Beep, beep. If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But
Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Atagarasu name, are you not? She has to believe in herself. If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. Edgeworth, that's very poetic. Did you come up with that right now? Oh yes, I did. Thank you for noticing. Wow! This chase you were running to catch the truth. You must see it through, to the very end. I know, because I was on that very chase myself not too long ago.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this truth to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
With pleasure. Honestly though, Callisto's been definitely working on her fashion these past few years. The feather boa and the choker, a big improvement over those giant justice earrings. Like, pull up her wig, her ears are probably just hanging down low because the earrings just weighed them down. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it?
Shih-na, please, show me you're someone I can trust.
Don't worry. This will be the deciding match. You'll see.
Lang's starting to doubt. He's pressing X. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Shih-na. Shall we begin? Let's dance.
I'm ready whenever you are.
But.
In my eyes, all you proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used.
Liars get caught up in their web sooner or later. It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough.
But I was able to go through the revolving door myself. So that should be proof enough, even for you, pal.
Ha! It looks like you don't quite understand. But by your looks, I can guess that you're not all that learned.
Ooh. How many hits is Gumshoe gonna take by the end of this game?
He doesn't deserve man, but he's tough. He can handle it.
Ouch! Talk about rude. You should watch what you say, pal.
Sadly, I can't say I disagree with her on that one. Edgeworth at least has the modesty to keep it to himself. But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven that the fireplace was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? I got something, let me just pull it out of my butt first. You wonder if she had surgery or if she just uses makeup. Yeah, Callisto had freckles, so I think she just covered it up. She just covered it with makeup. She did have a penchant for makeup even way back then. Maybe she had drawn freckles on herself in the past and then she stopped drawing them on herself now. Ah, big brain. She was disguised from the very beginning. So you want proof that the Yatagarasu was the one who used the fireplace? That's right. Well, do you have any? Can you prove that it wasn't the Yatagarasu who used the fireplace? I don't need to prove anything to you. Objection! Now save it for court. Okay, if you could please not steal my line. I object. That was objectionable. Sorry, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Like Dadworth, like Kay. Well, don't fret and leave it to me. All you have to do is sit back and watch. What if Kay becomes a prosecutor? Ooh, what if we get an Ace Attorney Investigations 3 set in the future? Excuse me. In the current timeline, starring Kay, that would be awesome. Love it. Aha! You may seem to have some wiggle room, but without any evidence, it's meaningless. So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me with real evidence. You can shapeshift with makeup. Some people have skills. Some people have skills to, like, alter the appearance of their bone structure. At a certain point, I see, like, people with these, like, crazy cosplay and or just, like, costume makeup tutorials and whatnot. They're basically applying the principles of art on their own face, which is extra skillful because you can't really see your own face unless you use a mirror, and in that case, like, it's not exactly what other people see. That is actual skill. Like, you're basically just doing art. You're basically shading, you're basically coloring. Like, I'm very, very jealous that people are able to do that. Maybe they practice on other people. Wiggle is a fun word to say. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's possible that the Yatagarasu left fingerprints inside the fireplace. Hold it. Sorry, but I had the forensics team check that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Paleno and Mr. Cochin. Curses! Dang! Gosh! Heck! I should have known better than to think the Yatagarasu would have been so careless. But there must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find. I take it you have no further objections? Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. So Interpol has finished examining the entire Babyliss embassy? Yes, the investigators who weren't allowed into Alabast were incredibly helpful. They all put in great efforts to search for any sign of the Yatagarasu. And yet, despite all that efforts, it appears that they failed to have noticed the lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Cochin's, correct? I didn't notice the ash there in the fireplace of that room, and for that, I'm sorry.
Lies! Liar! You don't need to apologize, shih-na. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. So allow me to apologize for you. Gomennasai. Gomennasai. Gomennasari. Excuse me.
Very good. Now you're learning the cultures of Japan-California. Gomennasari. You know, maybe this guy's not such a bad guy after all. Oh, Lang's always been a good egg. I'm just, too many cooks spoil the egg.
He apologizes for his subordinate and everything. What a great boss.
Hey, are you saying something about Edgeworth? Are you saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates? Certainly, cut!
No, nothing of that sort, sir. You're someone I really respect, sir, even if you are a bit too strict sometimes.
And there's only a problem on your end. Wow! Way to be super hard on him in response. Don't worry, he likes it.
Am I really too strict on everyone? I thought we were having fun. Is this not how Gumshoe has fun? He always seems to have a big smile on his face. Maybe I don't really understand him. Maybe I need to get to know him better. Nah. Too lazy.
Anyway, shih-na, you didn't find anything in Mr. Cochin's office, right?
That's right. We finished our investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. Hold it! So you really didn't find anything? Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatagarasu's key and the document detailing the smuggling operation, but we still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Babyliss knife handle yet.
You see, my subordinates worked hard to investigate everything. So you know what I know.
Doesn't matter, because I know you're guilty.
So there's nothing else to find, alright? Wow, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people.
For a second, I thought his arm came out of nowhere.
Lang Ji says, all men are brothers, and friends become family. So you see, my people are my family, and their families are my family too. That's why I gave a gift to that one guy's brother-in-law's wife's sister's mother. Because it was my mother-in-law's brother's sister's wife's family!
That's a rather large family you have there.
You should see the reunions.
Yes, but as we all know, there's always one black sheep in any family. Edward, who is it in the Von Karma family? I think it's all of them. Oh no. Especially Manfred. And though it pains me, Agent Lang, you will know the black sheep in your family. Did he just follow up on his own thoughts? Hey, wait, Edward, that only works if you said that first part out loud. So, do you actually have any proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace passageway? No, I haven't found any yet. What are we gonna do? There's no need to worry. Can you not see how smug I am? Because there is a loophole in Miss Interpol agent's argument that we can exploit first. The one in charge of the Babyliss investigation was not Agent Lang, which means that with Agent shih-na in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence. The piece of evidence that we found. If there's one thing I do know, it's that someone tried to hide it from us. In my eyes, all you prove is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. Oh wait, we're going back around. What did Edward just say? I kind of wasn't thinking. Not a single thing suspicious in Mr. Cochin's office. Something was being hidden, but what? Now, Oh, wait a minute. Do I break out the Primaduck statue now? No. Let me press this one again, because I need to see exactly what Edward was thinking at the end. Oh yeah, Lang? What do you know about shih-na's family? Any sisters? Any brothers? When's the next birthday? Come on. I know one of them's a Twitch streamer. I gotta know one too. I gotta know when I need to start saving up money for donations and bits. Do. I need to skip through all this. Oh, okay, so thinking about what evidence was hidden in that room, there was that wire that was just hidden in the grandfather clock. If they didn't find anything suspicious, why was that there? We don't really know why the wire was there or what it was for, but it's evidence that she missed. Someone tried to hide it from us. Yeah, something that was hidden. I think it's the wire. Come on. Very thorough, huh? Very thorough, though. Then tell me why you missed this.
Objection!
This. Well, you say that you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation. Should I start a counter on how many times Edward goes, humph? Because I'm joking about it, but he really is doing it a lot. Are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything?
Well, aren't we full of ourselves, standing there insulting Interpol agents?
No, just you. You better not be insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor. I never do that. Not out loud, anyway. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something. Let's address the cow in the room. This one. It's very hot. What did you miss? We're exposing shih-na for her lies. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire.
And what exactly is this supposed to mean?
A length of wire. So what about it?
I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babylonis embassy not long ago.
What?
And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office.
You found that? At the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder?
Yeah, sounds like you know a thing or two about this wire, shih-na. Why don't you tell us? But this wire wasn't all we found. We found one other very important thing.
There's more?
Yes, if you call now, you'll get more evidence absolutely free. In Mr. Cochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there.
What's that? Hold it! That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was?
Are you gonna say you can't present it? It's not legal?
Machine or not, it was there. Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. I had the actual wire, though. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills?
There's compelling evidence. It burned green.
Oh, Jackie. You see? So there was nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection!
Absence of evidence may not be evidence of absence, but it is evidence of absence of evidence. I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression. How so? That music didn't last long, did it? I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort, but rather I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu.
You still suspect me, I see.
Still, never stopped.
All right then, I asked that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. All of it?
The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent shih-na. It's not possible. Is it not possible that the reason the person K was chasing Cho's the third floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? She set it up, dude. Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent shih-na was only pretending to be investigating the to the point of arresting K. Man, even my thoughts are hard to pronounce. In that case, there was one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location.
Take that!
shih-na was looking at the room, but she clearly didn't see nothing. The location, Agent shih-na, is of course the room you claimed to have examined. I believe that room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection.
Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there.
Humph number what? 5,552. I will be the one to decide that. I will be the judge, Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office.
Go, Gumshoe, go, go. Gummy, be good. Uh-oh. She's in trouble now. So now what? You know, this situation doesn't seem very dire anymore.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Do you really think that Miss shih-na's the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
And I'm not gonna get her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu is the question?
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he'll find, then I should be able to.
I'm just
What are you hoping you'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science.
It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu. Wait. The same escape route. Earlier, Edgeworth did give him Old Bag's undershirt. Was the idea like, give him the shirt, have him leave it behind as he used the fireplace, and then see if it also flew into the wind? Huh?
And what did you find out by doing that?
First, that it's possible for a person to fit through a revolving wall door, even someone as big as Gumshoe. He may not eat much but ramen, but he sure eats. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Bubbly's ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
Oh? Whatever shih-na was wearing might also be covered. But it is really worth so little. We can't tell because her clothes are black already. I believe that it's already quite a meaningful result, and the value of which I'm about to prove.
Question mark?
Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Look, it's a limited edition Steel Samurai comic book.
Oh, thank you, Gumshoe. I'll just save this for later.
Wait, I think that belongs to somebody, sir.
I'll keep it as evidence. It's very important. Oh, it's limited edition too. Oh, it's the first issue. Jackpot! I mean, thank you for helping the investigation, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, so what are these things that you found?
Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir.
You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist.
She left the evidence in that room. How sloppy. Shelley the killer, she's not.
Agent shih-na, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me.
You! Be careful what you say.
They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. You can't just tamper with the crime scenes. Like that?
Oh.
Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? No. You're not getting your hands on these. Well, we did that last time. We gave you that knife, and see what happened? See what happened years later?
We're analyzing these first. These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
Hold it! They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. Oh, Edgeworth, examining ladies' clothing? I thought you were a gentleman.
Professor Layton, he is not.
A true gentleman asks a lady before examining her garments.
But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this.
I say, let them look at your stuff, shih-na.
Lang?
If she's really innocent, he can believe her.
Shih-na, let's put it all out in the open. Get naked. I mean, if you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right?
Maybe Lang do be simping.
I guess so. All right, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I've got nothing to hide.
Good. Now let us begin. So which of Agent shih-na's belongings are you going to,
So which of Agent shih-na's belongings are you going to examine, sir?
The coat! Dakota, let's examine the coat.
Yes, sir!
That's a big coat. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent shih-na, she's sweating. She's sweating, Monka S, right there. The Yatagarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out that fire.
I mean, plausible, but... And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat?
Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire.
Well, there's a certain property about Babyliss ink that'll help us determine what it might be.
I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Hold it! Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can... How?
Masaka! Bakara!
You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe.
Huh? Me, sir? What did I do?
This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence that I was searching for. I'd been hoping to find the coat that the person K-san was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat.
I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir.
He's just happy to be included. All that remains is for us to show what that dark substance of the coat hem is. Oh? And you think you can do that? Of course I can. I'm Edgeworth. I can do anything. Which? This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. Bum, bum, bum. Baba Lee's ink.
Take that!
Baba Lee's ink. Baba Lee's ink? Yes. Baba Lee's ink. Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Paleno, he burned some vials in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already. So I don't see the point in mentioning it again? My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at the time. Gasp. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Baba Lee's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Ah! Hey, did you see that? Your hair be looking like a wig, though? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're almost there, guys. We got her on the ropes. Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. Oh, how's she gonna fly like that? But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Beverly's ink on the coat hem. Oh, but I do. And I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Yes! Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Baba Lee's ink. Touch the coat. Wear the coat. Be the coat.
And burn it! Burn it all to the ground!
We can find out whether that is Baba Lee's ink or not by lighting it on fire. You're gonna set my coat on fire? Yes, it was garish anyway.
That's how you're going to prove that it's Beverly's ink. Fire! Fire burn!
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Ooh, shouldn't have bought the Gucci coat. Cost $1 million, literally. Too bad, burn it with fire. Let's go. You got it, you got the right idea. Because I will show you, here and now, what the dark substance is. Imagine if it doesn't burn green.
Burn! Burn!
Sorry. Just, that's how I get to run fire.
Shih-na, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut up off a bit of your coat.
Go ahead. I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Did she just give up? I think she has. Oh, now she's just letting us go through it. She thinks it's all fun. She's crazy like that. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something. Oh, I got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. How did you get that into an embassy? Wait, did you smuggle those in? Who let you have... Okay. If there was any more evidence needed that this place's security is a sham, then if I could please have 1K, we can get this experiment underway. I'll have to take those matches from you too. It's too dangerous. The flame! Just burn away. That looks kind of cool. Nice sprite art.
It's the same color as the flames wood crystal oil produces, which means burn.
Baba Lee's ink is a product of wood crystal oil, and when lit, fam, the ink produces a green flame. Green Flamer 1126. Oh, wait, wrong person. Now he's just thinking oomph. The absolute smug audacity of this man. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing. Kay handed me the giant ceremonial pair of shears. I don't have those. I thought those were standard thief tools. No, just matches and bombs. You'll never become a master ninja at that rate, Kay. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. Miss Shih-na, here are the fake Yatagarasu. The one who killed my father. It's about time you came clean, Agent Shih-na. Or should I say, Callisto you? Hold it!
Hold it! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking type to you?
Point taken.
Callisto you? Never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to flame me for it.
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Ugly? Okay, that one hurt. You are quite beautiful, I'm sorry. I do be kind of simping, though. Enough poetry! I want to see some evidence! Evidence that you're ugly? Look in the mirror! Ha! Do you really have something that can prove that she is close to you? I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay. For we have finally come to the end of this episode. Definitely not the game. We'll prove to her to beat Callisto U with this and clip the Yatagarasu's wings for good. What better to clip wings with than with a knife? Take that!
Take that!
Don't waste my time with garb. Oh. Now go throw it out in the trash can in the hallway. I thought that was really it, though. Oops.
I thought you said you weren't the joking type, yet here you are telling jokes.
No, Papa. Open your mouth.
But I'm not laughing.
Wait, you were though. No. You were though. Okay, there was another thing. Oh wait, something that Kay was keeping, not Callisto. Whoops, I read that wrong. Mr. Edgeworth, that piece of evidence I saved for all those years. Sorry, I'm just a little bit having a little bit of a laugh. I think you can prove that Miss Shih-na is really Callisto you if you use it. Yes, you're right. It's time we brought this case from 7 years ago to a close. Wait, how does the perfume prove anything? Does she currently smell like it?
Take that!
This perfume, this will prove you to be Callisto you. It will. Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. In before Shih-na burnt her fingerprints off. Because, you know, that's what happens in Ace Attorney. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. Good job of keeping the fingerprints of it. Wow. The bottle. The baby. I heard it from my father, Bern Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every last one. I'm surprised that, like, she never got fingerprinted and matched with Callisto U at any point in her entire life, because her fingerprints should be the same. Like, no databases or anything? She did go to another country, that is true. We can't clear everything up if we were to compare the prints of this to your own. Now come, Agent Shih-na. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? She did the fingerprinty Bernie thing, didn't she? Oh, don't tell me she did the fingerprinty Bernie thing. I do hate the fingerprinty Bernie thing. It looks like you've seen right through me yet again. Thanks for the hydrate. I do need it.
welcome back to the world of the wakiness, everyone. If you're awake, we basically won. We are the winners. Ha! Ha! Give me a second. Shadowy Jack, welcome back. You're awake, yeah.
You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth.
Good. I mean, what?
Callisto, you!
So you've shown your true face at last. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than that time, 7 years ago.
Shih-na! You're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted, hunky idiot of a man.
So you were a spy all along with Hunky? I mean, a mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after? Someone who's been feeding them Interpol all this time?
Very good. Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought. Callisto, you? The woman who killed my father 7 years ago? You're her, aren't you? The ultimate fake Yatagarasu! That's right! Callisto you! That's just one of my many names! But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief, Yatagarasu!
Alright, well, if you're Monokuma, why don't you just put yourself in the trash where you belong? Exactly, Celeste, just like that. Callisto, you, this time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now, come along quietly.
You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me.
Kay Faraday. Oh no, she's being yandere, ain't she? She's doing the yandere. And had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't! But she's so ready, look at her. Bop, bop. Bop, bop.
You! I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father! You really are just like him! Mr. Faraday, too, possessed such laughable honesty.
Whoa! This security is a sham. She smuggled a whole gun through here, somehow, in a skin-tight dress. Where did she put the gun? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer that question. I don't want to know.
Kay! Ah! You let Kay go right now, pal!
You despicable! Let go of me, you filthy god! You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible! My father was the one who created Little Thief. Hey, Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is?
Because it's the Yatagarasu's 3 people? What? Has 3 legs? Is it 3 people? Oh.
There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
No. It can't be.
Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is... Burn? Callisto? Neither of them. Or rather, all of them. It's an idea. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday nor Callisto Yu. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu. They're anonymous, dude.
How very perceptive of you!
Perceptive?
Perceptive! No way!
The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed. 3-legged raven. I am actually a little proud of myself for figuring that out, because I didn't remember that at all.
Mr. Edgeworth! No! I refuse to believe this!
No way! I don't believe this!
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Of course, no one person has all of that, dude. It's a team! It's the Phantom Thieves! Next time I play Persona 5, The Royal, I am totally gonna name my team the Yatagarasu. Oh, it's gonna be good. She's becoming more Monokuma every second. She kinda is, though. I'm okay with that. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. The lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. I guess. And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. And a detective would be able to clean that up. Ooh, baby!
Seems like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff.
Bang, bang! Detective Bad! He pulled out his gun for once and for all.
Yeah, sorry, forgive me. I was trying to find my gun. I keep trying to pull out my lollipop instead. It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away.
You're the third member of the Yatagarasu!
You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years. But I finally got you.
Why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Why, indeed. It was nothing personal, kid. Really, he was just another person I had to kill.
How can you say that?
I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time, I won't miss.
Stop!
You! Kay! Oh.
It's over, shih-na.
Your leg! Whoa, she dabbing though. She dabbing though. Agent Lang! Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, Detective Bad fired his gun. I see the smoke coming off of it. I was kind of in front of them. That was very dangerous. You could have hit me, Bad.
Yeah, I don't care.
Wow. Nark.
You idiot. What were you thinking jumping in front of my gun like that?
Wait. Oh, he got shot in the leg.
What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past you may have had.
He shot Lang, dude! How dare you?
Oh, no, this is bad. All the good characters, why do they all have to die so young?
I'm not dying.
He's dead.
I'm okay. It's just a little blood.
No.
Or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate.
Lang, stop simping. For real this time, she's kind of dangerous. She literally has a gun.
As long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her. Not even from you.
You really are an idiot. You know that?
That's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis.
Yes?
I want you to conduct a full-body search.
Oh.
shih-na might have another weapon on her.
Okay. He's being very smart. He's having the only other woman in the room do the search. Well, Kay is also here, but I don't think she's qualified to do the search.
All right. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Wait a minute.
Sir! How's he still alive?
Well, you know, this is anime, and a leg shot is nothing in anime. In real life, though, a leg shot can be very fatal because, you know, there's arteries in there.
Hey, I found something.
Where?
Don't ask. What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle.
How are you hiding that, again, on your person in a very tight dress? Like, I had an answer, but now I don't. Unless it's a very painful one. Yeah, she just, like, stabbed it into her own leg. This is a great find, Detective.
Huh? It is, sir?
Yeah, look, it has a butterfly. Let's try pairing up this blade with this handle. Get it? Pairing the blade. I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon.
Hey, they fit together perfectly.
This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. Secret bra pockets.
Yeah, but a knife though? I mean that's another definition of cleavage.
I've gotta go return this Babylone's knife now.
Alright, I trust that you'll make sure that it's returned to Ambassador Paleno. Just slip that blade right between. That's still very dangerous. Babylone's knife handle given to Detective Bunch. Blah 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 blah. Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear for who did it, Callisto. You.
A knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife.
For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Coach's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. You killed Mr. Cochin with the alabaster knife. Nice animation. I fall down, switched the handles, and took the original blade of the Babylone's knife with you. Your crevice ain't that deep. I don't think so either. Also, interesting way to phrase it. Must have been in the bowl the whole time. You know, that's actually probably the answer. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her. Then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Murder. Doesn't that about sum it up?
Objection!
Now that sounds familiar.
You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are two problems with it.
Problems? In my testimony? It's less likely than you think. In what respect?
What do you think my real reason for us allowing her to chase after me? My real reason in allowing her. It was all so I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewater Land, I knew right away that you were Bern Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Coach's murder on me. Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal.
You had another?
Yes, once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You were going to take little thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place.
This same place? Right, the Cadopian Embassy. It was still that back then.
But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key.
Then the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday?
You. That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment.
Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu?
Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? Indulge us.
The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now, to this day.
The man behind the mask? There's someone higher up? There's someone behind all this? What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? Then the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings.
Callisto really out there being Monokuma. She even got the color scheme for it, dude.
She just wants to see everyone despair. Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, shih-na?
I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Babylone's embassy on fire.
And why did you do that?
I suppose it was to destroy all the evidence of the counterfeit bills.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do? Then why start two fires?
Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. You should watch it. It's a good movie, especially since it's October. It's your job to complete your investigation, after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. They've been talking this whole time. Get Lang to the hospital. He's fine. He plugged it up. He's got tiger blood. I thought he was a wolf. He's got wolf tiger blood. He's a hybrid. He's a Weiger. Wait. Yeah. I mean, Miss shih-na. That's like a lot of blood now. The entire floor is red. No, wait. That's just the carpet. Yes. When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, that I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No. I want to keep them. Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight.
What?
I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes, Agent Lang.
mark my words. I'm not done here. And I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case.
Oh, hell hath no wrath like a lover scorned.
Am I shipping? I think I'm shipping.
I may have been shot. Like, I have really been shot. I'm bleeding out. I'm getting kind of woozy. But I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be.
Lang? Lang?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. Doesn't negate the blood loss, though.
You know, I have heard of that. That you can use a tampon to plug a bullet wound to, you know, stop the bleeding. Because apparently that's what it was originally for.
It's finally over, okay?
Then why is the game still going? I feel like I've peered into her heart a little, you know?
You've seen more than you ever deserved to. If you needed to.
And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely.
Sad.
The person who was giving her all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem to be removed?
That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring.
The mastermind.
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me?
Good, I can eat ramen with them.
Hey, I could use those.
Gumshoe, do not. They're evidence.
You're the one who wanted to eat ramen.
Yes, but I eat good ramen. Very important, Gumshoe. I can't let them be sullied by the instant variety.
Oh, Edgeworth, always treating the evidence with respect. I have much to learn.
They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the Gem and Ninja show.
Very similar.
Objection! Anna, what are you objecting to? Also, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I see you're here early tonight. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck to the ends of these sticks. Did somebody put them in the dirt?
Hair sticks, data jotted down in the organizer. Aren't they cute?
Why did she need hair sticks?
Yeah, she was wearing a wig. Or like her hair's not long enough for hair sticks.
Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh?
What time, Gumshoe?
Time to break up the confetti, cause we just won the case.
There was no case, this was just an investigation.
Overruled!
Wait, wrong game. So, it's midnight. The dawn of yet another day. Francisca, it's midnight, not dawn. That's literally different, two different times.
You ain't never played Majora's Mask.
Hey, Pops. Thanks a bunch. You really done a lot for everyone all these years.
Detective Batman, don't tell me today's the day.
Yeah, it is. With this, I can finally retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. Dawn of the first day. 3 days remaining. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yatagarasu, were chasing after.
The legend of the Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
What was that?
I'm counting on you.
I still can't understand. Please, take that lollipop out of your mouth.
I'm counting on you.
Oh. Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Uncle Bad. I forgot she calls him that. It's so adorable. Don't you want a big old Uncle Batman just to keep you safe, give you the protect? Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also a part of the Yatagarasu?
As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Bad?
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all one big joke, right?
Gumshoe, no. Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad? Wait, no. You are no longer a detective. Ha, he's resigned. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu.
Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
You'd like a big-ass key in your hair. Honestly, I wonder how Kay styles it in the morning. Maybe she just keeps it like that. Maybe maybe it's a keyblade, ready to go. She's using it as her thief tool. Just like, that's the holster. Just take it out of your hair like, shink! Ready to bop anyone on the head. I like it. Good fashion sense. Hey, maybe you can cosplay next time, Anna.
Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give these back to you.
Hey! These are the pages from my KG8 case files that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. Wait a minute. It wasn't you in my office. It was Detective Bad. It was the Yatagarasu that stole them.
Huh? Wait. What? Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Whoa. Man, this all happened so fast. So the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, was it?
Wait, then that means... What? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir.
Hey, it's a Ace Attorney game post Ace Attorney 3. Stuff that's crazy will and can and will happen.
It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear.
You got your cosplay ideas? Heck yeah. Pikachu wants a key in this. No, wait, don't. That's a cow. You're gonna get some ground beef.
The KG8 incident, it was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor, and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail.
Wow, what happened to the perfect case? What did Manny do? He had someone powerful behind the scenes pulling the strings. Obviously, if they could outplay the Yatagarasu, we're dealing with someone serious.
That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do.
Vigilante justice. He really is Batman, isn't he?
The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group.
Mr. Amano's conglomerate. His Amano conglomerate.
We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. Oh.
Wow, weird flex, but okay. Na 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 na, Batman!
We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart. And Faraday, he died for it. Stabbed through the heart, and you're to blame. You give the Yatagarasu a bad name.
Detective Bad, that was very impressive. You should do karaoke with us sometime.
Oh, thank you. Just let me sing my favorite song. It's heavy metal.
But why?
I don't know, it works very well in my voice.
No, I mean, wasn't she the sister was the victim in the KG8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. And that's what I found out. That she was a phony.
Eh?
The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU. She never had a sister.
Oh. But why make a persona that was so involved with the KG8 incident? What? Then that means...
shih-na wasn't the only fake name she used. Callista Yu was also another pseudonym.
She wasn't lying about that.
From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
That shih-na is a spy. Spy among us. She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file. Please use it wisely.
Trump card?
That photo that we stuck on there. Try peeling it off.
Photo?
Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
It's a scratch and sniff sticker. Wow, it smells like roses. It's the mark of the Yatagarasu. But why?
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Cochin had on him at the time of the KG8 incident. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU.
The fact that the police never investigated Callisto's identity was really a joke. The fact that they never investigated Callisto nor shih-na and let her actually get positions on both, what was it, as an attorney and as an Interpol agent? Like, how, what? It's gotta be because of the strings that I guess the Amano group could pull. He's got the money, he can silence people. Oh yeah. But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu? Calling card? Shelly the Killer? I don't see no radios with a monocle out here. Speaking of karaoke, Twitch sings soon? Uh-huh. Oh really? I love to see it. Yeah, everybody get your Twitch sings in while we still can. It's going away after the end of this year. Story is written really well, but you gotta go sleep. Good luck. Oh yeah, we're almost done. This is basically it. As soon as there is a break, I know it's a little bit early, but we're gonna find somebody to raid after this concludes because I wanted to keep it confined to a good stopping point, and it's about to come up. Yeah. Have a good night, Origination. Thank you again for that raid. Stay clucky as always. Yeah. See you next time.
The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used.
Oh! It wasn't originally theirs.
Apparently, orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail.
So if somebody had one of these cards, they were tied with the group.
The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze.
Babyliss ink. So you mean the cards were written in Babyliss ink?
The fact that the card was Cochin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police,
letting the Amano group know that they were onto him. So that's what those white cards are.
The great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind.
Ooh, that's actually kind of spine-chilling. Oh, I like it. Secret messages that only a select few would know. That they're on the case, they're on their tail. Can't hide from him forever.
And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe.
I hereby give you the title of Detective Bad. Detective Bad Shoe.
I'm entrusting this to you.
Is lollipop? Thanks for the gesture, but I think it's kind of used. Oh, videotape.
What does this say? It's a VHS tape. Have you never heard of it?
No, everything's online these days. Haven't you heard of YouTube?
This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important definitive piece of evidence.
Honestly, I wonder if, like, lawyers and detectives actually upload important footage to YouTube for use to present in court, just because it's convenient. Like, I've been part of a jury once, and it had to do with it had to do with a traffic incident. So the attorney in the case actually ended up using photos from Google Photos as evidence. So I guess it works, just using the internet as evidence. But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? Stolen by the Yatagarasu.
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano. And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was, finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
What a coinkydink. It's all connected. This video. What? Don't come any closer. I'm warning you. This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me.
Yes, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. That's where the prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card.
That's why the paper... Oh!
You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
Then that card was not the calling card of the Yatagarasu, but rather a directive's card from the ringleaders and Mr. Portsman.
The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
The evidence Mr. Portman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not is up to you.
Hey, I don't see myself stepping into another court a lot anytime soon.
But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law.
Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Above the law. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, I know where this is going. This part I do remember. Think of it, guys. I'm not gonna confirm, but if you know any theories of why somebody would be protected in this case. Detective Band, there's no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them.
You still insist that even now. You really are something else. I leave the rest in your hands. Your large, large hands. Seriously, they're bigger than mine. Look at that. Compare them.
That, like, okay, Edgeworth really do be having those big old hands.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagara.
You bad? Pops!
Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
Pops! Why is this happening? This isn't justice!
I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go.
Yes, sir. Gumshoe, stop crying. I can't help it.
Is this really the end of a legend? Toby Maguire. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this chapter of Miles Edgeworth. It was a short one. I was a little bit surprised. But looking at what's to come, I believe I should probably call it here. I think with as much game as we have left, I might make next week, and not all Ace Attorney week, but I'll try to focus on finishing this game next week, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. We gotta finish it out so we can focus on playing spooky games. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I'm only stopping because as soon as I do, it's gonna start showing the next thing. Oh, it's taking a while. What is this, Pokemon Generation 4? And there we go. There we go. Yeah, this needs to be a little bit louder. Haha! Pretty good. Pretty good. So, we caught Callisto U. But she's not behind everything that's going on. So what does that mean, huh? It means that someone we either don't know yet or we've seen so far is hiding something. We're gonna have to find out next time. Cliffhanger! As any respectful mystery story should have. Plenty of cliffhangers. Next week, I'll try to finish out this game. I don't think I'll stream this tomorrow. Wait, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. Well, I'm not going to stream this tomorrow. I don't think I'll stream this on Saturday either. I've got a busy week planned. Weekend. So, next week, for sure. For sure. Yeah, thank y'all for being here. Tomorrow, Resident Evil 4, you know it. Not after, playing some more World of Horror. Okay, now that I've shown off World of Horror, I promise that tomorrow I'm actually going to just play the game according to what I know is a good choice, and not like let you guys tell me what'll kill me. Or, you know, if something is about to kill me, I'll just refuse to do it. I only did it last time because I wanted to switch games. But tomorrow is spooky day. Halloween is in full force. The spook times are here, even if it's still just like the first week of October. So yeah, look forward to that. So Sapphire came to the end. Sorry, it was an early end today. But it was a good bite-sized stream. Welcome on in and have a good night. Let's see if there's any art. There's a little something. Just a little something. Always appreciated, no matter how small. But from Kiaro Raincries, we got a little update to the little hatching chick from last time. Look, it's so small. Look, it's so small and extra square. I like how you cleaned it up. I actually look with the eggshell, looking like it's crackling. I actually like this a lot. It's got little sparkles in the eye too. It's adorable, huh? Good job. Little hatching egg. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right? Egg. Erg. Is an erg what happens when the egg is already hatching? I guess so. So thank you for the art. It's very cute. It's very adorable. Oh, this is not just an egg. It's actually a super egg. Oh yeah. We love the spookies. Glad to just stop by. Yeah, glad to have you. Always welcome. You came in for the art, and that's what matters. Tomorrow is Leon, help! Yeah, I do feel like we're gonna meet a certain Ashley Graham tomorrow, so look forward to that. Oh no, we're not gonna see her in her Britney Spears outfit. Spoopy tomorrow, aka you it's staring at Leon for 4 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna stream for 4 hours tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if I got the energy for it. I'll try to, though. I'll try to. Yeah, no, you're welcome for putting art. Thank you for the art. I will always show it. Again, if you ever have any art to show based on the games I play or the chickeny theme, post it to the Discord or tweet it at me, and I will post it up. I will show it up. Yeah, maybe Anna can draw Leon, looking all anime be shonen. Alrighty. One of the eyes is a different color. That just means they're anime. They're super anime. I didn't even notice. I'm colorblind. So good. Thank you for the art. Thank you for hanging out. Continue with Miles Edgeworth next week. Spooky games tomorrow, and special stream on Sunday. Still figuring out how exactly it's gonna work, but I need to play me a little bit more of some River City Girls. Never 100% in that game, so might be playing with a certain someone. Might be playing with a certain someone. You'll see. You'll see. Thank you for the end command. As always, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. Follow the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel for past videos, games I played before. And yeah, Twitter, Discord will have all the updates for the stream, any changes, any new news, and anime nights. So be there or be square, I guess, like this egg. And yeah, we'll find somebody to raid. But in the meantime, if you're going to sleep, have a good night and stay clucky. Yeah!